What a beautiful morning it is today. Nice and cool out. I'd say it's probably 60? I don't know. 70 maybe. I don't know. Around 1920 probably. Here's John's aluminum line trailer that he did yesterday. Pretty much did that by himself. I didn't do anything but help him lift a couple things. This is how my rabbit tractor's doing. I got the whole bottom in and got it all mended together. You can see the grass comes up through it real nice. And back in there, that's where I want the rabbits to run to when I lift it. Yeah, and I'm looking at putting a top on it. I'm going to use this old used siding. Actually, it's off of John's roof, I believe, garage roof from years and years ago. And you know what? What blows my mind right now? This is the earliest I've ever seen the chickens up. Look at that. They must have heard me out here talking to you. So, yeah. Oh, the chickens are up. Oh, well, I'll be, and they look like they're hungry. I better start making some scratch for them. Yeah. Oh boy, and the rabbits are active. What's going on today? What's going on? You don't got babies yet. No, you don't got babies yet. You want attention? I'll give you some a little later. I'll be back. And how are you doing? You don't have any babies trapped down in there like you did a couple of days ago there, did you? Yesterday it was, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, all right. You're looking at me like you don't trust me. Well, I wouldn't trust me either. All right, so you know what I thought I'd do this morning is help my friend Gordon out a little bit. I'm going to show you, Gordon, how to make what we call horseshoe nails. Some people might call them fence nails. You can make them yourself. Let me find the right size of stuff I want. Now see, I got a big hoard. I got a big hoard here of pieces of fencing and caging and hutching materials and all that. We're all the time building stuff like that. Got a big scrap pile of it over here. This is the kind I like the most. This is an old tomato support. But it doesn't matter, whatever size you like. This would make you a little thinner nail. Chain link fence. Oh, I'd make you a real thick nail. But whatever you want. Anyway, let's cut it down here. Anyway, you just take your pliers, cutters, whatever you got. Grab it, cut a piece out like that. You can see what I'm going to do. You take that, put your pliers about in the middle. I just use my fingers. Some people want to use another set of pliers. And there you go. That's your horseshoe nail, or your fence nail, if you want to call it that. You can make them by the millions. Doesn't take but seconds. What a fun day it's been already. Sometimes it becomes necessary to electrocute them cattle. What do you got to do? Well, if you're in a hurry, you're in a bind, here's what the old farmers around here do. Take a piece of fence. What you do is take a piece of fence here. It's just an old piece of fence. See? And we'll pretend this is our electrocuting circuit. Okay, and you want to take your old penknife out. And what this is an old piece of hose. Look at that. It's older than the hills. It's got leaks in it. It's worthless. No, it's not worthless. Nothing's worthless back in the Depression days. Yeah. Well, just cut a hunk out of here. Always cut away from the body. Yes. Or I got a dull knife, maybe that's it. Now you can probably already figure what I'm about to do, but I'll show you just in case you don't know. Okay. Let's say we're putting our wire in, right? Our electrocution wire. It goes right in there like that. And this goes like that, see? Set that on there. Twist that around. Just like so. Voila! You're electrocuting cattle in no time. Now, there's a problem. It could be, and very likely is, but you already got your fence up. You don't want to take it all down and string all these through it. So, what's the easy answer? Well, you cut a slit down through there. And then you do the same thing with it. You just make sure that metal is not touching metal when you put it up. And you tighten it down real good. It'll stay there. And that's your insulator. So that works real well, and a lot of farmers here in Ohio do that. Especially if you're doing a temporary fence or something that you need to do quick, and you don't want to go out and waste a bunch of money on some fancy pants plastic piece. Yeah, just an old hose will do it. Or I've seen people use fish tank line, fish tank tubing. You know, you use to aerate the fish in your fish tank. Any old thing. Put a piece of insulation on a wire is all you need. Alright. Now some people come up to me and they say, Farmer Keith, I tried to have chickens and they just keep pecking at each other. Just henpecking. Peck, 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 peck. It's driving me crazy and I can't stand to watch it. What do I do? Well, I'll tell you what. If your hens are pecking on each other, you're not feeding them enough meat. You see, if you don't feed your hens meat, they will eat each other if they can. Little cannibalistic SOBs. They're an animal of a different species. A real easy way to get them plenty of meat and get them some protein in their diet is cat food. And they love it. I feed mine cat food every day. So I have 11 hens, and I feed them a cup of cat food every day. They'd eat 10 cups if I'd feed it to them. Now my hens ain't full grown yet, so I like to run them through a grinder, kind of coarsely grind them up. Makes it a little easier for them. I do this almost every day. And sometimes I do enough, so I don't have to do it every day. One big cup of the cat grindings, cat food grindings. I don't actually grind cats up, although sometimes I'm tempted. And then it's 3 scoops of regular chicken scratch, store-bought chicken scratch, 1 scoop of granite grit, and about a half a scoop of calcium, or what would you call it? Ground oyster shell. And that keeps them healthy, and it keeps them happy, and it keeps them from picking on each other. Hen pecking all the time. They're hens, so they'll do it once in a while anyway, but you know, not too often. If you notice, they get along real well. Nobody's Nobody's trying to be overly dominant or anything like that. Yeah, just mainly got to make sure they've got enough protein in their diet. Well, there's no reason to keep going on and on about it. You guys have seen my morning routine, and that's what I'm doing right now. Is just feeding the chickens, feeding the rabbits, making sure everybody has enough food and water. I'll check the garden. Today I want to probably pick some peas and harvest radishes. Might try pickling them. It's hard to tell what I'll do today. It's just I just try to keep busy, and that makes me happy. Yeah. All right. So I hope I gave you some pointers that helped. See you later. Farm hacks.